Welcome back, plant lovers. If you've ever stood in a nursery, staring at two gorgeous tropical plants wondering, is that a banana plant or a strelitzia? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of these two tropical beauties, Strelitzia and banana plants. Though often confused for one another, they each bring unique qualities to your home or garden. We'll not only explore how to distinguish between them but also how to care for each to keep them thriving in your space. Stick around because, by the end of this video, you'll be a pro at identifying and growing these iconic plants. Introduction to Strelitzia and banana plant. Let's start with the basics. Both Strelitzia and banana plants belong to tropical and subtropical regions and share a lot of similarities. They're large, lush, and give off a tropical vibe with their big, bold leaves. However, despite these surface-level similarities, they are very different plants once you dig a little deeper. First off, Strelitzia is commonly known as the bird of paradise. The most popular species include Strelitzia reginae and Strelitzia nicolai. These plants are native to South Africa and are famous for their iconic flowers that resemble brightly colored birds. On the other hand, banana plants, scientifically known as musa, belong to the Musaceae family. While they may look ornamental, many banana plants are grown for their delicious fruit. However, in ornamental gardening, they're prized for their large, tropical foliage. Leaf structure and appearance. When you first look at the leaves of Strelitzia and banana plants, they appear incredibly similar, but let's dig a little deeper to see how they differ. Strelitzia leaves. Strelitzia leaves are thick, leathery, and have a more upright structure. They can grow quite large, ranging from 30 to 200 centimeters long, depending on the species. One key distinguishing feature is that Strelitzia leaves have a slight curvature and a vertical growing habit. The leaves are arranged in a fan-like manner, spreading out from a single point. Each leaf is supported by a strong, woody stem. Another thing to look for is the color. Strelitzia leaves tend to have a bluish-green tint. The underside of the leaves often appears paler than the top. While their edges may fray slightly as they age, they generally remain intact. Banana plant leaves. Banana plants, on the other hand, have soft, smooth leaves that tend to tear easily in the wind. They grow horizontally rather than vertically, and the leaves are often wider and more fragile. Each leaf starts rolled up and unfurls as it grows, revealing the characteristic bright green color. The midrib of banana plant leaves is much more pronounced, giving the leaf a symmetrical look. Banana plant leaves have a tropical vibe but are more susceptible to damage from wind or harsh weather. They also tend to have a more floppy appearance as opposed to the sturdy leaves of Strelitzia. Stems and trunks next. Let's look at their stems or trunks. This is where a major distinction can be seen between Strelitzia and banana plants. Strelitzia stems. Strelitzia plants do not form a true trunk. Instead, they have long, sturdy petioles, stalks that hold the leaves. These petioles are usually thick and can appear almost woody as they mature. Each leaf emerges from the base of the plant, creating a cluster that grows outward and upward. In species like Strelitzia nicolai, the white bird of paradise, the plant can grow up to 30 feet tall, but still, it won't form a true tree trunk. Its structure is more akin to a large bush or clumping plant. Banana plant pseudostems. In contrast, banana plants grow what is called a pseudostem, which is formed by tightly packed layers of leaf bases. While this may look like a trunk, it's actually composed of the leaf sheaths. Banana pseudostems can grow quite tall, up to 10 to 20 feet depending on the species. The pseudostem is soft and filled with water, making it much more delicate compared to the woody structure of a tree trunk. A dead giveaway that you're dealing with a banana plant is the way the pseudostem behaves. If you cut it open, you'll notice it's soft and full of moisture, quite different from the woody nature of a Strelitzia's base. Flowering and reproduction. Both the Strelitzia and banana plants produce flowers, but they are vastly different in appearance and function. Strelitzia flowers. Strelitzia, also called the bird of paradise, gets its name from its striking flowers, which resemble a brightly colored bird in flight. The flower consists of bright orange sepals and vivid blue petals, arranged in a fan-like shape. These flowers are long-lasting and are often used in floral arrangements because of their bold, dramatic look. The flowering process of Strelitzia can take a few years. Most often, the plant will flower after reaching maturity, which is typically between 3–5 years. The flowers grow from a specialized leaf bract and can bloom all year round in the right conditions. Banana plant flowers. Banana plants, however, produce large, hanging inflorescences known as banana hearts. These heart-shaped structures are purple and contain clusters of flowers inside. If the conditions are right, the female flowers of the banana heart will develop into fruit. Even though ornamental banana plants might not always fruit, you can still see their dramatic flower structure. Banana plants flower much faster than Strelitzia, often within 1 to 2 years, depending on care. However, once a banana plant produces fruit, the pseudostem that bore the flowers will die back, and new growth will emerge from the base. Sunlight requirements. Both Strelitzia and banana plants thrive in bright, indirect light, but there are subtle differences in their ideal sunlight exposure. Strelitzia sunlight needs. Strelitzia prefers bright, indirect sunlight but can tolerate a few hours of direct sunlight each day, especially in the morning. If grown indoors, place your Strelitzia near a south-facing window to ensure it gets enough light. Without sufficient light, the plant's growth will slow down, and it may struggle to produce its signature flowers. For outdoor growth, full sun is usually fine for most species, but some species, like Strelitzia reginae, may benefit from light afternoon shade in very hot climates. Banana plant sunlight needs. Banana plants, on the other hand, need more sunlight to thrive. They prefer full sun for at least 6–8 hours a day. Without adequate sunlight, the leaves will become pale, and growth will slow down. If you're growing a banana plant indoors, make sure it gets as much natural light as possible, or supplement with grow lights. If grown outdoors, banana plants can handle full sun all day long, but in very hot regions, they might benefit from some shade during the hottest part of the day to prevent leaf burn. Watering needs. Watering can be tricky with tropical plants, but understanding the unique needs can help you prevent over or underwatering. Strelitzia watering. Strelitzia prefers a moderate watering schedule. The soil should be kept consistently moist but never soggy. Water the plant when the top inch of soil feels dry to the touch. During the growing season, spring and summer, you may need to water more frequently. However, in the winter months, when the plant's growth slows, reduce watering to prevent root rot. It's important to note that while Strelitzia likes moisture, it also benefits from good drainage. Always ensure the pot has adequate drainage holes to allow excess water to escape. Banana plant watering. Banana plants are thirstier than Strelitzia and need more frequent watering, especially during the hot months. They love consistently moist soil but, like Strelitzia, they do not tolerate waterlogged roots. You should water a banana plant whenever the top 2 inches of soil feel dry. During the summer, this might mean daily watering, particularly if the plant is outdoors in full sun. Keep an eye out for signs of dehydration in banana plants, such as browning leaf edges. In winter, you can scale back watering slightly but still keep the soil relatively moist. Fertilizing requirements. Both of these tropical plants are heavy feeders, but the frequency and type of fertilizer needed are different. Strelitzia fertilizer. Strelitzia benefits from a balanced, all-purpose fertilizer during the growing season. A 10-10-10 or 20-20-20 fertilizer applied once every 2 weeks from spring to summer will help promote healthy growth and flower production. As fall approaches, Reduce fertilizing and stop altogether in the winter months when the plant enters its dormancy period. Be cautious not to over-fertilize, as this can lead to salt buildup in the soil, which can damage the plant's roots.